Hello my people, welcome back to the Madame Yasmin channel. Today we're going to be cutting lots of soap. I've made a few batches of soap and I'm going to be sharing this with you. On the table I have my Ocean Dream soap. This is made with shea butter and coconut oil. I also add a beautiful ocean fragrance and I've been making this soap actually for about 15 years. While I'm cutting, I'm going to talk a bit about making your own soap. I know some of you are waiting for the soap tutorial videos. Easy guys, those are coming very soon. But before you start actually making soap, there's a lot that you need to know. Trust me, you don't want to start making soap unless you know the safety instructions and how to stay safe while making your soap. When making soap, we use an ingredient called caustic soda. People call it lye. Even though caustic soda or lye is a naturally occurring substance in many cases, it's still really dangerous if you don't know how to handle it. When combined with water, caustic soda becomes very hot. It heats up the water and creates a chemical reaction. I'd suggest if you want to start learning about soap making, go and start searching about caustic soda, lye, and how to be safe when using these ingredients. Soap making is lots of fun. You can use different colors, different recipes. You can soap with so many natural ingredients that are great for your skin. You can use different fragrances and scents, essential oils. The list is endless. If you're a beginner, you probably want to know how soap is made. Well, soap is simply a combination of oils and lye, that's caustic soda as I previously mentioned. You'd need to know exactly the amounts of oils, water and lye to use in the batch that you're making. So hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified when I make any soap making videos. Now here I have my passion soap. This one is a total of about 10 pounds, which is about 5 kilos. I've been making this one just about as long as I've been making the Ocean Dream. It's made with shea butter and coconut oil as well and has a beautiful passion fruit fragrance. You can see a combination of two colors, which is the basic white color and a red color, which I use with a red oxide powder. I'll talk more about colorants and additives in one of my soap making videos, so be sure to subscribe. So let's talk about what you're going to need to make your own soap. First, you're going to need your protective gear. Get yourself some gloves, get some goggles. Also, you're going to need some utensils like bowls, spoons, a spatula, a good knife. I'm going to give you a list of ingredients and things that you should be buying in preparation for making soap, and I'll put that in the description box below. My advice is to start small and to make smaller batches. That way you can control what's going on. I've been making soap for a while, so I make bigger batches because I make them for sale for Green Butterfly. If you'd like to see some of the soaps that I make, you can visit the Green Butterfly website. The link will be down below in the description box as well. I really love combining colors in soap. And I usually do 2 colors, but lately I've been experimenting with more than 2. And this time I tried a really difficult one, which was a rainbow soap with about 6 different colors. Now, I have green and blue in there somewhere, but the green kind of sunk into the blue. I don't know, it was a bit difficult to see it, but if you look carefully you should be able to see that green in there with the light blue. Another challenge I had here was that the violet color at the bottom was very difficult to work with. I had this powder, a GTSC powder that I bought from one of my suppliers, and it doesn't look like anything at first, but then once the soap gels and starts to cure, the color really comes out. So I have this layered soap with a beautiful topping of gold and bronze mica, which I have sprinkled on top. The soap itself is a very soft recipe that I made with a mixture of baobab, olive, shea, coconut, palm kernel oils. There are different layers of the same base recipe, but I changed the different colors and actually scented each layer separately. The Ocean Dream layer had blue and green, which kind of mixed up, and then I put that yellow layer and then a pink layer on top. I had to be extra careful while cutting this soap because it's a really soft recipe. I was also having issues, as I said earlier, with the violet color that I used. Although I did get a really straight layer at the bottom, which is what I wanted. The top layers were very soft and kind of sunk into each other. And in there somewhere, I have a very light mica layer that you might be able to see underneath the yellow. The recipe itself is very gentle, and this soap would probably work very well as a facial soap. I'm looking forward to trying this out myself, but now as the soap is quite fresh, I'm going to try it out on my sponge to see how nicely it lathers. Just by rubbing my knife on this wet sponge, I can tell how the lather of this soap is going to be like. I already like what I see. This lather looks really nice and thick. Also looks really creamy as well, which means that it's not going to dry out your skin, as I used a super fat percentage of about 15%. I'm going to teach you all about super fatting when we start learning about soap. There's that stubborn violet color again. I had to keep it from getting everywhere. The nice thing though about cleaning up after soap making is that you can use the same soap that you just cut to clean your workstation. So even though soap could get everywhere on your workbench, you can still just use a foam or a sponge and just quickly wash it off very easily. So what do you think I should call this soap? It's a rainbow soap. It's a facial soap. Should we call it the rainbow facial soap? What do you think? Leave me a comment in the comment section below, and maybe I might just call it the name that you suggested. In the meantime, I'm going to leave these soaps to cure for another 4 or 5 weeks. They may need to cure even longer, given that this is a really soft recipe and will need some more time to get hard. Usually, cold processed soaps need about 3 to 4 weeks to cure and to be ready for use. Cold processed soaps are my absolutely favorite soaps to make and to use on my skin. Cold processed soaps are usually much more gentle and are very good for people with sensitive skin. If you make your own soap, you also have control over how much fragrance you put in your soap, as some people are really sensitive to fragrances. You may decide to use only essential oils in your soap, which is the best option for people who are sensitive to scents and fragrances. Different oils behave differently in soap, so you're going to need to do a lot of experimenting to find out how each essential oil or fragrance oil behaves in your soap. This is some of the information that you'll need to know, and is best to keep reading and understanding the process of soap making before you actually start making your own soap. So if I were to critique this soap, as I usually do with all my soaps, I probably would have liked a little more red in there somewhere, and probably a little less of the blue. I think the green and blue kind of just mixed up a little too much. So next time I try a rainbow soap, I'm gonna go for more red and less blue and green, or probably have to choose the baby blue over the green or something. So I'll figure it out and I'll let you know. But just look at this beautiful lather here. I am so excited to try this soap myself. This is a beautiful, creamy, rich lather, just what I was going for. So leave me a comment in the section below. Do you want to try out this soap? Maybe I'll have it out on my Instagram page. So check it out at Madame Yasmin on Instagram, and maybe you might get a chance to buy this soap when it comes out. Okay, so I'm really happy to have shared this video with you. I'm looking forward to our very first soap making video, and I hope you start getting yourself ready. Look at the list that I'm going to provide you in the description box below so you know what exactly you need to make your own soap.